Hi, I'm Barb Yarusso. I'm running for re-election as the state representative for District 42A, which includes Arden Hills, Mounds View, and parts of Shoreview and Spring Lake Park. It's been an honor to serve the people of my district for the last 4 years. And I know in talking to a lot of my constituents that we share the same values of education, the environment, and clean government in Minnesota. We know that infrastructure like our roads, our bridges, and our universities don't just build themselves, even if we have to endure lots of years of construction hassles to get it. Our public education system is among the nation's best. Our juniors this last year ranked top in the nation among states where all of the juniors take the ACT. But we still have achievement gaps. Not all of our students have the same opportunities and the same help that they need to reach those achievements. I've been an active leader in trying to reform our teacher licensure to address the shortages that are happening in some parts of the state and in some fields like mathematics and science. I have worked to try to duplicate the programs that have been shown to successfully address achievement gaps. And I'm a strong supporter of adequate state funding so that we have educational opportunity for every child in the state, no matter what their zip code is. I am on the Clean Water Council, and I work there and in committee to make sure that we protect the waters of our state and our other natural resources. We've been working hard to institute buffer regulations and protect other systems so that we can address pollution that might come from sources like agricultural chemicals and mining and other sources of runoff. And I'm a strong supporter of our system of parks and trails so that all Minnesotans have a chance to go out and enjoy the environment. We had a disappointment in the last few years of not being able to reach a solution for transportation funding. I'm working to establish balanced, sustainable, comprehensive funding for our transportation. I oppose efforts to starve the general fund for transportation because that would hurt our education and our ability to take care of vulnerable people like our sick and elderly. I will continue to work hard in committee and with my constituents and listening to the people of our district. A lot of people don't realize until you get down to the Capitol that there's a lot more to it than just being on the floor and taking those votes on bills. We work hard every day in committee, and I'm a recognized leader in our committees for being able to ask the tough questions and working with both sides of the aisle to make sure that the bills that come to the floor are as strong as possible and will actually work for the people of Minnesota. There's been a number of cases on environmental issues where I have worked hard with both sides to make sure that we reach a compromise bill that will be able to achieve the goals that are sought. For example, on the Toxic Free Kids Act, I worked with the authors to make sure that it was defined in such a way that manufacturers would actually be able to meet the requirements and it would still protect our kids. Minnesota's economy is one of the strongest in the nation. Our recovery has outpaced our neighbors, and we know that the key factors for our economy are our education, our quality of life that allows us to attract quality employees, and our infrastructure. And so I will work hard to make sure that we maintain those strengths and continue to grow our economy. I ask for your vote this November 8th or earlier. Remember that we can do early absentee voting. Check with the city you live in to find out when and how you can do that. And we have same-day registration for voting at the polls. It's been a pleasure, again, to serve for 4 years. I've learned a lot, and I have especially enjoyed my chances to go out and talk to our community and to help our constituents with their interactions with our government agencies. And finally, I've been one of the people that has been a strong voice for clean government. We have had a problem in the last few years with bills that have been rushed to the floor at the last minute, with conference committee procedures that have been done in the dark, and I have been one of the leading voices to reform our procedures at the legislature and restore our good, clean government in Minnesota. Thank you for your time, and I hope that I've earned your vote with my work in the last 4 years.